Anonymous, Florida 12, I'm assuming. How you doing? Sorry I hadn't made you a video saying hey. These are my new cigarettes, by the way. I'm trying to smoke, trying to chew on mints instead. Just break it down real quick. Appreciate everything you do. You look like you're on the right path. If I can give you some advice, it'd be continue how you're doing it and don't do any of the illegal activities. Lone Wolf and Xavier are not friends of mine. They have not been friends of mine. I've tried to reach out to them, tried to enlighten them. They still feel like they have a superiority complex where they have to talk down to everybody and be above them. That's not how it works. The Illuminati is real, is not real. There are multiple fake Illuminati groups, and one of them being the Baphomet. The people with the Baphomet, Jay-Z and all of them throwing it up, that's not Illuminati, where the pyramid from the dollar bill came from. They use the symbols, okay? There's a lot of symbols that everybody uses because they liked other symbols. Hell, the Starbucks logo is actually a mermaid with two tails holding them up behind her head. It has nothing to do, the siren has nothing to do with coffee, but they've used it. Anonymous has the headless suit, which is remnants of that of Muhammad, and then they have the United Nations back behind them. And we know that it's not Islamic UN behind Anonymous. So that's a good case in point of how the symbol has been taken and used, because people see something they like and they play off of it. I get the anarchy symbol and I just erase part of the circle, and I have an AC, which is Conspiracy Eric, AIRIC, or Conspiracy Anonymous, which I have now become. I've used the anarchy symbol, and then in the top of the A of the anarchy symbol, I'll put an I, the all-seeing eye, and that's where I've used multiple different symbols from other people in order to create my own. Now, once you can create your symbols and your knowledge, and then you get your group support, that's how they come up with these groups. Whenever you have powerful people in your group, all of a sudden you're a powerful Illuminati group. That's not the Illuminati. Illuminati is illuminated, okay? Enlightened ones, okay? We're the ones that shine the light for others to be able to see what's happening around them. People don't understand, but Illuminati understand that what I'm doing is illuminating. A lot of people just see what they want in my videos, and that it works in a way because their subconscious remembers, and later on it'll help them in life. I'm used to most of what I'm saying not being understood until 5, even 10 years later, sometimes 15 years later, people come back to me like, dude, it just hit me. Sorry, I thought you were crazy, but you're right. So don't let none of them hold you down, okay? You have supporters, okay? You have people that are looking out for you, if I can use that term, looking out for your best interests and trying to make sure that certain people stay away. Your age is kind of apparent. Tell that you're not an adult, and because of that, there's a lot of protection that you've gotten because of your innocence, and people are aware of it. That's nothing to look down on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're doing your thing, but do be careful because these groups are real. Okay, there are groups out there that will love for the Illuminati to continue taking credit for taking the blame for all the problems. And the group out there, the one group out there, the only group out there that's a problem is the Bilderberg. You'll hear stuff about the Bohemian Grove and stuff like that. And, yeah, that's like a resort for these cultists. And that's really not part of their whole being and mission and all that stuff, okay? Bilderberg Group is the heartbeat of what's going wrong with the planet. And they want to keep the power. I believe, see, I have another message I'm wanting to get across. I'm not going to expose it right now, but I have another way that I think I can enlighten people. And please be on the lookout for that video. I got to hit up some other people like Pit Viper and them. Crack Flasher 11 is a good guy. He asked me to send you links, and the problem is I'm on these tablets. And with these tablets, I'm not using any mouse. So I can't really copy paste. My screen's cracked, so I'm having a hard time gathering links because it always registers inside the cracked area where I can't access. But if you do a search for these people, it shouldn't be hard to find. What I've done in order to find a lot of people that I have is I've looked through comments. You know, I look at anonymous videos, filter it for today, last hour, last month, all time, and I look at the videos with the most hits, and then I look at the comments. And according to what I see, I find out whether or not somebody needs a personal video or not, and if they need enlightening or not. World United is a great man, and he's not going to steer you wrong, and I have faith in that. So I believe that you can put your trust in him. Okay, he is a good soul, and he's somebody to listen to. Don't forget to go out and enjoy life. You know, something that I try to do every day is go out and enjoy life. I don't make Anonymous or Illuminati who I am. Okay, it's something that I do, but it's not who I am. Okay, I'm a father and a husband, and I love life. You know what I'm saying? I love nature. I love fishing, hiking, bike riding, pets, nature. You know, I love life. And this isn't what makes me who I am. So try not to make it who you are, okay? Because life is only, you know, yours this one time around. And the decisions you make at an early age can change how you become whenever you're older. So definitely remember that the wisest man asked the most questions, okay? The wisest man asked the most questions. So don't stop asking the questions. And remember to learn from those questions, okay? Not every person that you talk to is going to have good wisdom. So be careful who you take wisdom from. I advise using your own brain. That's something that I do. I hear everybody else's words, and I stop and I think about it before I make a decision or a reaction or an action. So that's some more knowledge I have. These are things that have been taught to me, and it created me to be a different person than my environment raised me to be. I was able to change my environment and become something totally different. So I got to cut this short. I got a whole bunch of messages I got to check on real quick. You hang in there, buddy. If you can drop me a name, I'm not saying your real name, just a name that you like or something, maybe a favorite cartoon character or a movie character or something like that. Just I work a lot better whenever I talk to people by name. Whether, like, for instance, World United Anonymous, I call Brian. That is not his real name, but it helps me speak to somebody because I can't really call somebody an avatar name. It's just a personal problem in my brain. I can't feel like I'm communicating if I'm talking to, you know, Wanta Acre 5379. You know, it just doesn't click in my brain like I'm actually talking to a person. So it's easier for me to communicate with a person than it is for me to communicate with an avatar. So any name is fine. I don't expect your personal information. Like you've seen the Anonymous Beginner's Guide. I do not expect your true information. But give me something to be able to call you, please. I'll call you Florida or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just I'd rather not be Florida. I'd rather be a name of any kind. It's just easier. So that being said, I'm out of here. So hang strong, be tight, and don't forget, there's not just two angles. Okay? There's more than two angles. Okay? You got the base, and then you got the top. Okay? You got the sides that help hold the top. Everything in the bottom is a square. All right? Look at how the symbols are, because the symbols teach. The compass and the square and the level and the plumb are Freemasonry tools. Okay, now that book, I'm hoping that United has it already, and he'll shoot you some of the knowledge of it. Got all the secrets, and I'm going to give you access to a couple of my videos that I've made to other people. Please do not share them. Please do not copy them, okay? I use these in order to watch my analytics, okay? I send personal private messages, and I can actually see stuff about the people. Like this video, you know, you've already watched so much of it. So now I can actually go in my analytics, and I can see what country you're in, if you're male or female, all kinds of different things. So please don't share some of my videos, because I do use those in order to judge the safety of those around me and who I'm talking to. Trolls and stuff like that, they pop up as the same exact everything on the analytics, so I can see who's using multiple counts against me. So I thought I'd give you that little secret insight, okay? Please don't share that either, okay? Something the world has been nice enough to tell me is that the information I give him, he won't say, Conspiracy Eric said this, or Eric said this, Eric said that, Eric said that, okay? And I appreciate that. Please don't be quoting me hardcore on some of these things, and not yet anyways, okay? And the reason being is because I have so many pans light keepers. Definitely check out the light workers, the light keepers, and indigo children. Okay? Indigo children. You got to look these things up. You hang in there, buddy. I hope to hear back from you soon.